Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video, and in this video, we got more TDE allegations just hit the timeline, man. Kendrick is going through it right now. Some bullshit. Hey, more drama for us to react to. Real shit. I hope y'all enjoy, man. I'm about to be looking down a little bit, but I'll still be looking at the video. I'll still be paying attention. I'm rolling up right now, or I'm not rolling up. I'm packing a tone, so it's kind of like rolling up. I'm packing a tone right now. Everybody smoke, about to get to the video. You feel me? I hope y'all enjoy, man. If y'all do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if y'all want to see these reactions live, we're live every single day on the Twitch. Linked in the description, man. Let's get to it.
More TDE allegations are surfacing after Jean Paul exposed the fact that Kendrick Lamar paid the artists on GNX $10,000 and kept all their royalties, even though these songs are massive hits. They've won Grammys. They've gone multi-platinum already. These artists would never enjoy the benefit of being on multi-platinum, Grammy-nominated, Grammy-winning songs, but they got $10,000 for all their work. And people thought that was wrong. Well, people are now surfacing more allegations of TDE being predatory and taking advantage of creatives. This producer named Rojit, who has apparently worked for both Drake and Kendrick Lamar, was doing an interview, and during this interview, he talked about working with Kendrick Lamar on To Pimp a Butterfly and how the business was a little funny, right? Which is like drastic experiences between working with Drake and working with Kendrick Lamar. And he would also say he felt like he was taken advantage of due to his inexperience.
We went to this guy's studio for a few weeks in LA, and we were making like these crazy, like kind of acid jazz, really like experimental records. And we were like, okay, cool. Like we did that. We were there for 2 weeks. We made some beats. We run into the guy at a show, and he's like, yo, I got to pay you guys for that session. And we didn't know, like at the time, like I said, I didn't know about publishing. I didn't know about producer. I didn't know about anything. Just like, how do you get paid? But I was like, oh, this is how we get paid. You run into the guy and he wants to pay you. So he invites us back to the studio and basically has us, you know, he's like, this is for all the beats we made for my project. He's like, we're gonna have you sign this thing. And the paper said something along the lines of like, you can't collect royalties, you can't collect publishing on these songs. And I'm like, these are weird ass beats anyway. These are like things that are never gonna be on the radio or whatever. And we were just like, cool. So he gave us like $2,000 cash each. And we were like, yo, we made it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, look at this. Like, we got like paid cash for beats. Like, this is
with base 44.
And at the same time, it's like, that's how you should look at it. You made it. It didn't cost. I'm gonna say the same thing I said in the last video. People are greedy, yo. People are really greedy. Like, it didn't cost you $2,000 to make those beats, yo. Is that not enough? Even if, like, I'm pretty sure he gave you a choice too. You either getting royalties and then all the other shit, or you didn't just this $2,000, yo. That's it. I guarantee if you would have been like, nah, I don't want this $2,000, but I want royalties, it would have been like that. You feel me? It didn't cost you $2,000 to make those beats. $2,000 is enough. You got paid now. There you go. In my opinion, like, I'm gonna say the same thing I said in the last video as well. It would have been a real motherfucker. Kendrick would have been a real motherfucker, bro, if he would have did both. Like, you get royalties and the cash. But he's giving you an option, so you can't call him no scumbag. He's giving you an option. Real shit. Hey, even if it makes billions, he gave you an option. You took the first payment, because some people will look at that and be like, yeah, I made it. I made those beats in a couple seconds, not a couple seconds, but in a couple minutes, you know, less than an hour. And now I got paid $2,000 cash. He's looking at it like he made it because, boom, because you kind of did make it. Now the real method is to get multiple customers like that and to keep on doing it. The fuck, to keep on making beats, not to be greedy and be like, oh wait, no, that wasn't enough. You got paid more than what I got paid. I don't know. That's how I look at it.
Or a simple sentence becomes
people are greedy though,
your
man.
website.
sick.
$2,000 in exchange for royalties is sickening, is crazy. And people, when they heard this, they automatically, they got on TDE's behind, bro. Somebody says,
I don't know. People are gonna say that it's not worth it. It's not good business, but at the same time, he did not spend $2,000. He made profit no matter what. And if he didn't think $2,000 was worth it, like he said, he's seen before he signed. He's seen no royalties. Why didn't you say something? That's when you talk business. That's when you speak up. It hurts not speaking up. It happens a million times a day. There's people that don't speak up, and then they regret it later on throughout the day, later, the next day, a month later, they regret it. When it's business and you sign a contract but you didn't speak up, sometimes you can never speak up. You're in that contract. You better speak up, especially if it's business. You seen that there was no royalties. You should have said something. That's, in my opinion, man. It might sound fucked up, but in my opinion, business is business, really. You gotta read contracts. It's business. He didn't spend $2,000 to make those beats. So if the fact that people are looking at $2,000 is not enough, kind of greedy, in my opinion.
how do they keep getting away with this?
We got the King Palm about to light it up. We just patched some Zon there. We got that. What is this again? The Peach Goblin. Smells gas. Peach Goblin. I might get like a whole ounce of that. Peach Goblin is gas. Whole ounce of that Peach Goblin, man. Let's get to the video. I mean, if you got that joint, if you got that blunt, you got a cart, man, don't take the hit for shit. You got a shot, take the shot.
It's crazy. Somebody says they literally signed a no royalties contract. Somebody says this is not new for TDE. Kendrick Lamar charged an artist $10K for a feature and then use Interscope to block their release. All they do is package trauma and scam. Somebody says if you thought Jay did foul-ish, wait till you see what Kendrick got cooked up. TDE and Kendrick are learning from Jay and Rock. Ninjas stand on fake morality and identity politics. Somebody says, the people picked the wrong person to cheer in for this beef. Somebody says TDE are devious and exploit artists and producers. Kendrick Lamar and his team stay steadily finessing artists and producers. This is extremely sad and pathetic. But here's the thing. People, sent me this. Like, Flacco, you gotta cover this, Flacco. Oh my God. Maybe my perspective is a little different. Like, this to me is a whole lot different than what I think took place with the artist on GNX. The artist on GNX was given an option, 10K or royalties. This situation to me is drastically different than what happened on GNX. And I think Kendrick Lamar and TDE may be innocent. Well, I think they are 100% innocent, and you're about to find out why. I think people who are taking this to vilify Kendrick Lamar and to go at TDE, I think they're bad faith actors.
Innocent? Yeah. Business is business. I would say that they knew about it 100%, and they knew like, in a business standpoint, like, hey, I hope this person doesn't take this route, I hope this person just takes this $2,000, $10,000 and they don't look for no royalties. And they probably was thinking that in the back of their head, and they was just letting it be, just being chill, being whatever. And then once they got that contract, yeah, business is business, man. What's it?
Then fast forward about a year later, Pimp a Butterfly comes out. Everyone's been talking about this album, so I'm like, comes out, put on Spotify, whatever, and I'm like listening to the album, and there's a song called For Sale, and literally it was one of the beats that we made where like all these keys are coming in and all these, and I'm like, wait a second, that's us. So I call my friend Wes, kind of freaking out, like, yo, like, do you hear this? And then we keep playing the track list, and then there's a song called You with a question mark, and the beginning of that song is also one of the beats we did. So two of the beats that we did with this guy end up on this album, and we're like looking through the credits, not even musician credit, nothing. So it was like we basically got robbed. And it was like heartbreaking and also exciting at the same time, because it was like, if our shit is good enough to be used on this, that must mean we're good. Like that must mean something.
Hey, exactly. Yo, why did you look at it like that? Yo, I don't see why people look at it as you got robbed, bro. Bro paid you $2,000. You did not spend $2,000 to make that beat. I don't know, yo. People are greedy as shit.
So I was trying to look at it in a positive light, but I was
There's rappers paying more than that for beats? What the fuck?
also like, I don't want to be part of this industry. I don't want to be like, this is messed up. Like people are going to be winning Grammys. People are going to be making money off of our hard work that we wrote and produced. These are our sounds. These are our, you know, this is like our creation.
When I listened to this story, I actually listened to the story. Now, the beat ended up on To Pimp a Butterfly, and it ended up in Kendrick Lamar's, like possession. However, he was not in the studio with Kendrick Lamar. He was not in the studio with Kendrick Lamar. He was actually surprised when Kendrick Lamar got the beat. So what happened here is he went to a producer's studio. They worked on beats together. The beats, the producer kept it, seen them a little later. The producer already knew he was about to get these beats to Kendrick Lamar. The beats was probably already in Kendrick Lamar's position.
Welcome to Iron Beam, the future of futures trading. With our cutting-edge chart trading feature.
All right, and that. So, but the thing is, so it wasn't even Kendrick that paid you. It was the producer that paid you the $2,000. You got paid $2,000. Yo, bro, you still got paid. Like, if I make a thumbnail for somebody and they pay me for it, I don't say I made that thumbnail, yo. I don't promote me making that thumbnail. That's their thumbnail. They just say whatever they want with it. They just say they made it. Like that, I'm giving you an example to that. I'll be doing thumbnails. If anyone's interested in thumbnails, I'll be doing a whole bunch of shit. Profile pictures, anything. Screen overlays, all that shit. So let me know. But I'm just giving you examples, man. Like, that shit, I don't know, man. If you get paid for it, it's no longer yours. You're not, in my opinion. Like, you're paying for it, right? All right. And if you're not alright with that, then charge more. Charge the right amount of you being alright with that, because that's how it is. If they pay you for it, it's theirs. So they do whatever they want with it.
The producer knew this, told them, hey, Brad, here's $2K, just sign his paperwork, man. That producer took all the rights for the song, got all the residuals, got all the royalties, got all the money from the songs, and then kept them out of it. TDE.
And that's business right there. That's some grimy business, but that's business right there. You don't think that's happening? There's a lot of people that see someone else that's in the same position as them. They're doing the same thing, but they know how to do it better. So you know what they do? Hey, I'll just buy this from you. I got a bigger following. Let me just buy this from you. If you think that's not happening, you're wrong. Simple as that.
And Kendrick Lamar had nothing to do with it. So people on social media, like passing
he bought it from you, and then he used it in a bitter way and made more money from it. Obviously, what's wrong with that?
As if TDE and Kendrick Lamar did this man dirty. I think it's bad faith and it's nasty work, because we can criticize TDE and Kendrick Lamar for what they do. We can criticize them for what they have done. They've done a lot, trust me. But this situation, they're completely innocent. They didn't do a goddamn thing. Like, I'm so confused. They didn't do nothing. The dude had a contract with a producer. That situation was completely separate from TDE. That producer then gave the beat to Kendrick Lamar. How would a Kendrick Lamar or TDE have known that the beat that this producer just gave to him was not created by him? How would they have known this beat, like this producer has handed over, was somehow like obtained through deceptive business practices? They wouldn't have known. It's not their fault. The actual person who did the nasty work, the actual person who did the bad business, the person who actually took advantage of those people, his name is Taz Arnold, right? He's the one they got the problem with, because he's the one who gave the beat to Kendrick Lamar. He's the one who, quote unquote, produced these records, right? Like both songs he's credited for in the credits for producing these songs. So if this producer jerked them or put them under bad contracts, according to
That's
him,
him, yeah.
why exactly is Kendrick Lamar and TDE being blamed? How exactly is Kendrick Lamar and TDE at fault here? I don't. Again, I can't begin to understand. Now, the dude in the interview didn't even say Kendrick Lamar and TDE are at fault. People heard TDE. They got such a hard on for they got such a hard on for TDE and Kendrick Lamar, and they're trying to find anything to like destroy these people, that they're now running with a story that's incomplete. Now, I'm not somebody, man, who's coming on here to lie on people. I'm sorry, bruh. Right? Like, I don't have a side in this stand war. I don't have
That's
a
some real
side.
shit.
Like,
You shouldn't. We don't ever just be lying out here. We just react to the evidence and give an opinion. Ain't no lying. There's some real shit, Flato. A lot of these people, they just lie. They'll just hear what they want to hear and then they'll just run with it. And it's like, damn.
I don't have an allegiance to a rapper. I'm not gonna sit here and lie on Kendrick Lamar because I like Drake's music, and vice versa. And anybody who does that is weird. This is from my perspective. Okay. Now, this dude apparently will continue, and he will say that he tried to expose the fact that he got jerked for these beats, and in him trying to expose them, he actually got a blessing. And this entire situation that started off negative actually ended pretty good for him.
So basically, I just sort of used that opportunity to post. I was like went on Instagram and I was like, yo, I worked on these songs on To Pimp a Butterfly, and that caught the attention of Greg Katz, who is now my manager and has been my manager since the beginning of my career. And he sort of gave me the ropes and was like, hey, like, I'm gonna explain to you how this works. I know you're upset. I know you probably wanna, go after this or try and just claim stuff on it. But he's like, I think the best thing you can do is just keep working hard. And funny enough, like, Greg introduced me to Imad, who introduced me to Drum, brought me to a studio session where Drum was at, and that's how I met Drum, and that's how Broccoli happened. So a really bad thing turned into something really good because I kind of just kept my head down and kept working.
Why is the advice not to go
that's
after the credit?
And that's the best thing, Rich, I'm about to yap for a minute. Listen, there's a lot of people that they get up every single day. They get up, I'm talking about every day, 7 days a week. And they probably busting their ass all fucking day, and they think it's not being seen. They think nobody is seeing. Man, it's being seen, and you might not be told that you working your ass off, but just stay working your ass off. You don't need to stay doing it for yourself. Real shit. And it might sound fucked up, but I'm saying, like, just it'll help yourself out, And then the more you do it, the more people see that you're just doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for other people to give you recognition. You're not doing it because you want people to see it. This shit's don't come, real shit. There's a lot of people that they probably busting their ass out, and they probably lay their head out at night and they think, damn, no one appreciates like me working hard. No one, man, it's being appreciated. It's being seen. Even if you think it's not real shit. I just want to yap about that. That's some real shit right there. Blessings to come from it might be stressful every fucking day, every day. Just keep working, keep your head up. Real shit.
I think there's something about the hip hop world where lawsuits, it's kind of like, it feels like you kind of like don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Like, you could, but I feel like a lot of people, especially at that time, and especially since I had the history with Dre, and like that was like an aftermath Interscope release, he's like, it's gonna get back to Dre, it's gonna get back to Kendrick, it's gonna get to all these people. They're gonna see your name. They're not gonna know what really happened. They're not gonna be like, well, what's his story? They're gonna be like, screw this guy. Like, I'm not speaking for anyone, but saying like in general, you're just like, you see, you know, I've been a part of songs where like people come out of the woodwork and they're like, this guy is claiming that's his 808 pattern, or this guy is claiming this, and you're just like, I don't even want to think about it because you weren't there, you know. So
and it's hard to do business like that. Like, that's why it's always better if you're doing business, you know for sure like that person created this, whatever they're bringing to the table, you know it's theirs. That's why you always gotta check paperwork and always be professional about everything. Right?
One thing that's
you gotta check all that
specific to instrumentalists that's different than if you were just a songwriter is there are unions.
right.
So like AFM could be like, hey, he played on this and we're going to make sure that we collect neighboring rights and some of this other stuff without having it go through like a whole thing.
Honest to God, I think he made the right decision. And even me thinking or him making the right decision in this situation, or that being the right decision, speaks volume to what this industry is about. If he would have made a big stink about it, if he would have went after, if he would have done 1,000 interviews about this, he would have been blackballed and ostracized from the industry. Nobody wants to work with somebody that they believe is like this loud, unworkable person, especially if you start beef with Kendrick Lamar and TDE while they're soaring up. Well, guess what? You're now blackballed. You're ostracized. Nobody want to work with you now.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think him keeping quiet, him putting his head down and continuing to work, I think is good, right? Because the person,
it's always better to just do that. Like, man, you don't get nothing out of yapping. You don't. I mean, you could, but at the same time, you could did that, especially in the fucking industry, bro. Being blackballed sucks. That shit. But being blackballed is basically what we feel, what low content creators feel, bro. Like we post a video and we be seeing hours and hours, and that shit don't go nowhere, right? That shit is gonna happen even if you have thousands of fucking fans. That shit sucks, bro. Like it's just ass. Sometimes you just gotta, how you doing? And be fake in the industry. You can't even like, to exactly what Fonto said. If you like a loud, obnoxious, you know, a whole person that's just all animosity, like they're just not good to work with, they're not gonna work with you. But like that's gonna be the whole industry, and you're just not in their business. And it's like sometimes you just gotta smile and just be nice to people that you don't want to be nice. It's the industry though. They're not friends in the industry. Remember that. There's no friends in the industry, yo. They just there making content off each other, making business off each other. It's just facts.
who stole his beats, they haven't really had too much success since, right? Like we haven't really seen them, you know, pop on too many hit records. I think they have had their success in their own right, but I think for like the most part, like he has had a more successful career since, and you know, like that person probably regrets it, right? Like he probably regret not being able to collaborate on more stuff, because they could have been a team and a duo, but like he got effed over. But I think he made the right decision, right? Yo, at times you can't really control being effed over, man. Right? Like, yo, at this point it's like an industry ceremony, bro. You gonna get effed over at some point. You feel me? But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? If you guys are still watching and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here, somewhere on my screen, somewhere here.
W video Flato, listen. That's a fact. Like Flato said, and at some point in this industry, you don't get fucked over. You might as well get to doing the fucking. Rush. No, I'm flying. Hey, but hey, at the same time, I'm not playing. And this is, you either on start fucking someone else over, or you don't get fucked over, man. Nah, I'm playing. Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, what do y'all think? If y'all want to see these reactions live, we're live every single day on the Twitch. Link in the description. Later.